Alrighty then. Very much sorted because... Alrighty then. It's that time. It's that time again. Oh yes. We go again indeed. Okie dokie. So, welcome along everyone to my live stream. Welcome to the channel. My name's Danny C. Let's get down to business, shall we? I hope everyone's doing good on the Saturday evening, whatever you're up to. So this is it. This is round 7 of the JCR British Touring Car Championship. Welcome along to those who are just joining in as well. So we're on the second half of the season with 4 rounds to go, with 8 races left, including this one. And we're off to another familiar Gran Turismo fictional circuit, that is Trial Mountain. So what's going to happen is that last time out is we've extended the championship lead as well for what was a 9-point deficit going into round 6 to a 16-point deficit. So I'm going to quickly run through the tables whilst we're not doing anything as of yet. So the lobby's going to be open in 5 minutes-ish, something like that. So obviously we've got myself, who is leading the championship with 117 points. Shadow, my nearest championship rival, on 101 points. So there's a 16-point gap between myself and Shadow. And then obviously you got LFC Ben, Lion Boss, joint third place. Obviously going on to count back, then Ben has more wins, which it makes sense that he is ahead of Lion Boss, even though they're on the same amount of points. But it goes on to count back, if that makes sense. As for the manufacturers championship, obviously we've got the Tourer super touring car eras and independents, and so we've got myself, I'm leading on the super touring car category with 59 points, Line Bus with 39 points in the super category. Then we've got Shadow in the Toka era with 52 points, and LFC Ben with 40 points. And then we've got Heido in the independence category with 47 points, with Skins with 36 points as well. And then we've got the manufacturers, as we've got Audi leading the standings with 111 points. And we've got Chevrolet with 98 points, and then Vauxhall with 95 points. So it's still my championship to lose. Well, obviously that. Hopefully, no issues for tonight. So please, game, don't crash on me in the middle of the race, because we do not want that, or a server disconnect. We do not want that at all, because that's the last thing that we all want to happen, even when you're fighting for the championship. So I hope everyone's having a good weekend, whatever you're up to. Obviously, and it's my mom's birthday, an important person in my life, so many happy returns to my mom. Thank you very much for everything you do, Mum, and we love you. For the family, of course. And so let's do it for my mum. So just about to escape the escape movies, and then get the into multiplayer section and wait for the lobby to come up. So and for those we're just about to go into the lobby that is run by Mr. James H. So looks like, just reading on the chat room, that somebody's managed to not get any practice in. Oopsie daisies. Well, it happens when you get certain things to you when you got other things to deal with. It can't be helped, really, but it is what it is. So just waiting on now for the host. Then is Mr. James H, aka Jimmy Codger, to open up the lobby, and then because it's all pre-entry only, Discord entry, for those who are wondering. So welcome along, Ben. Thank you very much for tuning in, and good luck to you as well. Hope you're well. So Yeah, some last time out in the in high speed ring, I managed to get the double in terms of wins, pole position for the sprint, and then managed to win the race in the sprint by being one of the few drivers to pit first as the heavens opened dramatically towards the end of the sprint. So therefore, that I was able to win in the sprint. And then, of course, it came down to the feature where I started 14th and got the strategies together. Although I had a bit of a Fred Flintstone moment where I had to use my legs just to run down to the pit lane while I had no fuel whatsoever. So, but yeah. So, welcome along, Jason. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're well. Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. It's because the last couple of days have not been easy with the fact that I woke up feeling a bit under the weather, which is well can happen to anybody really. But yeah, that this is one of them things that where it can't be up. But what I had to do for sure is to prioritize me in order to be sure I am race fit, of course, ready for the task and to overcome those sort of barriers and therefore get some results because it's still got a championship to fight for also. So I hope you're doing good, audio muted, and thank you very much for tuning in as well. Best of luck to you as well. Yep, picked you right at the end of the sprint, mate. So obviously, and then as soon as I saw some people sliding all over the shop, and I like, well, fair plays to them for trying to keep it on the track. Was the rain was getting heavier and heavier, so maybe. So I mean, it happens. It's happening everywhere. Like, and what's this like virus name called that's just been mentioned on the internet? Not coronavirus, because the coronavirus is like so 2019, 2020, that sort of thing. But trying to think of the name of it. It's like a different variant, but anyhow, it's like some sort of different variant also. So could be any moment from when we get into the the league race. So yeah, you do what you need to do, buddy, and best of luck to you as well. And I'll see you on the track. So just waiting for Jimmy to open up the lobby, and then therefore we're going to be properly on it. Welcome along, David. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're well. And best of luck to you as well. So it could be any moment from when we get into the lobby going up. Just received a notification. So just need to keep refreshing. Keep on refreshing until the lobby is up. So obviously what's happening there is that there's like a pre-show going off there, and then an intro thing kind of going off at the moment, and then we've got a few people watching over. Welcome along. For those who are just joining in. Waiting for the lobby to open up. We're ready to go, Jimmy. I want to be first onto the pit lane before anybody else does. There we go. The lobby's up. Let's do this. Right. A quick toilet break before I get out to the track. Be 2 secs. Welcome along, you two, Max and Shadow. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you're well. And BG music is very loud. What kind of music? I've not played any music while on there. So, just a little tweak to the downforce. I'm exposed now, Anna. Nothing to see here. So, obviously, good to see, both Shadow and Max has... it's all good, mate. It's all good. I mean, it happens to most of us, so... but yeah, happens to anyone. So let's head out to the track and get some practice on the board. So, obviously, we've got Shadow, who's bringing along with his dad, Maximum, who's... making a return to the series as this is his first appearance in the JCR British Touring Car Championship since Season 2. And it was back when Shadow and Max were teammates, so it's nice to see the the father and son sharing the grid once more. So go out there. So go out there, Max. Do your best, and that's all you can do. But I've got a feeling that there might be some plans going off, which I don't know what there might be, but I do have a rough idea on what's what. So, but I'm gonna keep it, and then keep it zipped. You know what I mean? And then just literally do the talking on the track. In fact, do the driving on the track. Because them sort of races ain't going to be easy as I go along. Cold tires. That's put me offline a bit there, but kept it on the track somehow. So I've got Line Bus using my slipstream. Obviously this is just a warm-up lap for him, of course, and I'm just on the fast lap. So we're feeling the groove also. Feels nice and hooked up so far. It's definitely a 59, surely, for what I practiced. Maybe even better, a 59.3, so if I could do that in qualifying, maybe a little bit better. So there could be some slipstreaming at some point in qualifying, especially on this back straight. But it's just a case of making sure you just do the lap cleanly. Because obviously there was some jostling for position last time out at High Speed Ring. Right, save ourselves. Save ourselves. Don't burn yourself out too much. The track is ramping up nicely, and you want to make good use of that as well. I'm happy with the setup in terms of downforce levels. So, other than that, we just need to put it all together. No messing around, trying to go for a few tenths extra on the back straight, somewhat daft like that. But we will see how that pans out. Let Linebox and others do a fast lap, and that is Skins. So we've got Shadow in the 2 minute 5, and Maximum, his dad, with a 1:59.8. So maybe he must have like some sort of plan of his own to try and whoop me. So therefore, it allows his son to catch up. So it could be it's going to be interesting. And in that case, that Max is going to be for the rest of the season racing in the Peugeot 406, which is what Swifty has been running in. Sadly, Swifty's away from as he's got work commitments to deal with. So he loved racing with us. So we wish him well. Obviously, can't pay out to when you got real life stuff going off, but it is what it is. But the qualifying's about to get underway. Good luck, everyone. Good luck, Shadow. So let's get qualifying underway. First one out to the pits. Looks more like it. So got get the tyres and brakes warmed up nicely. So who's that behind? I believe that's LFC Ben, which it is. Unless it's somebody else. Just need to get away from him quickly. Don't give him that slip. A couple of second gap or so. So let's get qualifying started. First lap, go. Bit of a slide on the entry. We go again. I just could have shifted the gear a little bit early. Much neater this time round, although I may have lost a tenth or two there. So I've got 2 push laps left. Let's make them count. Close to the walls are dead. I've got a 58, 58, 58, 58. Oh, I lost it. Let's go. Last push. What's it gonna be? Can I get a 58? Can I get a 58? Can I get a 58? Boom! pole position for now. Let's go. Quick telebrake before out changes. Be 2-6. Get in there, Danny. Pole position. And I'm the only driver to get a 58. Woohoo! But, we've got work to do in the races. So, one moment at a time. So that's a bonus point for pole position, which means I went from 16 to 17 points ahead of my championship rival. So, let's hope we get a good start. But the trouble is, I've not practiced the starter well for this particular circuit alone. But it should be very much flat out. But bearing in mind, we've got the cold tyres and brakes to be mindful of, and some people who might get a slightly better start. But yep. So got Maximum on his return to the series, whooping his own son. What is going off there? So anyway, we've got myself on pole with Max in second, Ben in third, we've got Shadow in fourth, and we've got Lion Boss in fifth, David in sixth, Audio Muted in seventh, Butler in eighth. So, and there's your lot table from that one. So, ooh. Copy, Max. And don't do anything stupid to me, please. Just want a nice, clean, and pleasant race. But a lot can change all at the start and through the dynamic of this motor race. So the objective is to get a result. So any moment now, the race is about to get underway. Right, here we go. Good luck, everyone. Let's get down to business and do the talking on the track, as we're about to begin the sprint race, the first race of the evening. Good lodge. Just what I need. I'm creating a slipstream race. There's got a few cars behind as well. Shadow dropped down to 5th after David's good start. Not sure what happened with Shadow's side. Fluff my lies a little bit there. Don't give him anything. Not only that, I've got Max in company, but I've also got LFC Ben keeping me honest. That slipstream's benefited. He's gonna go for it, isn't he? Surely. Maybe, maybe not. Welcome along, Ian. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're well. And if you just joined, my championship rival's father, well, Shadow's father, has just taken the lead off me. Literally. Go on, Shadow's dad. Show us what you got. And I got LFC Ben behind as well. Looks like he wants to play as well. Seems as though that he might not be in the championship contention, but got a nice slip there. Trying to make most of. So there must be like some sort of planning going off well behind the scenes, which I don't even know much. However, my awareness is razor sharp. Shadow's out of the top 8. What's happened to Shadow? Oh no, this is turning into a disaster for Shadow on the push for the championship. Ah, this is the last thing you want, of course. So what Dad has got to do is just try to hold me up for as best he can in order to try to minimise the points damage. So this has blown the championship wide open with Shadow out of the top 8. But I'm not sure what happened exactly, but this has certainly changed the dynamic of this motor race. Come on, Ed. Come on, Max. What you got? AJ's slowing him down and all. He's got racecraft. Don't give him anything. Don't give him anything. Who's going to be last of the brakes? Had to back out of that one. I need that slip, brother. Is he going to give me a bump draft? Is he not going to give me a bump draft? I was about to line myself up for an overtake. I did not mean to do that. Whoa! I did not see you, pal. So that's why he must have like made some ground. A 1 second penalty. We go again. Oh, he's feeling it. He's feeling the pressure. 2 laps to go. So far, so good. And he's making my life much more difficult while he's got to protect his own son at all costs. Whilst his son, sadly, is outside the top 8. Like I said, I'm not sure what's happened to him, but his dad, Max, is certainly doing a good job also to try and keep me at bay. No, I'm just going to line myself up with a cheeky bump draft and then make you think I'm going to go over the overtake, but outsmart you. Let's get this done. Come on! Come on! Come on! Ah! 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 Oh! Ah, well done, Max. Well done, Max. Some really good racing from start to finish. Oh, and David gets third place. Well done to David. And Shadow in 10th. grab the replays if you want them. So, and there's your clarification for the sprint. Thank you, Ian. Thank you. Appreciate it. Skins, Drew. Oh, Skins just left him. So there's just Drew in there. Oh. So what that does, as it stands, is that I got a pointer for the pole position, and then Shadow finished all the way down in 10th, which gives him that 1 point, and I finished the race on 9 points. So I've gained 11 points, extended the lead from what was a 16-point gap to what is now a 27-point gap. So some really crucial points that I had to pick up there, even when Shadow's own dad had to make my life hard. Then obviously, I take my hat off to him on his return to the series. And although we did do some practice behind the scenes, and so therefore that it was a cracker of a race. And very sorry to see Shadow on all the way down to 10th. I'm not too sure what happened, unless if he comes in here and tells us what's happened. And because you just never know sometimes. So I've got the replay already. So what that means is, because there's only 14 of us racing, so what that means for Shadow is that he'll be starting 5th, which will give him an open opportunity to go and get get some points back off me as damage limitation for Shadow. So tire wear set to times 6, fuel consumption rate set to times 8. Okay. So although you do need to use the racing soft tires, because it's a dry race as well. Therefore, you're just gonna have to, just quick toilet break before I get some laps on the board. Be 2 secs. Right, let's get some tyre information together. Obviously, for what I've practiced in the practice session, this is about as close a settings as I can get it to. Obviously, it's just a case of managing the tyres the best way possible, and yeah. So, and because of the nature of the track itself, then yeah, it's going to be interesting for sure as to see who's got the best strategy and so on. But with Shadow starting way further ahead, therefore that he's going to have to try and minimise the damage that's been done from the sprint. My tyres aren't gonna last, not gonna lie. Especially the front left. I'm not even kidding. Those front laps are not going to last the 4 laps proper, although that I managed to get a fast lap in also. So, with this front left tire only lasting what is 3 laps, because look at the state of the front left already in that layout, and with the downforce, it doesn't matter what downforce you're running, but yeah. So this is gonna throw a spanner into the works for sure. So this is like, if you were to go for the fastest lap, then obviously you're gonna have to plan it, do it smartly in terms of strategy. So look how understeering like crazy. So a bit of practice to get into the pits before that. So I'm gonna have a crack on the mediums. So I'm thinking a medium start tyre compound. So this is really, like, if I remember correctly, the first time that I'll be starting the a proper dry race on a different tyre compound. Having most of the time I'll started on the softs, but the nature of the track itself, then that's going to throw a spanner into the works on people's strategies. And I've noticed Ben's are going with the hard compound tyres, so we could be seeing more people using the hard compound tyres, including myself, if it goes down that way. Right, so the race is starting soon. Let's see what tyres everybody's going to be starting on. So it looks like Ben could be starting on the hards. Shadow just trying to get some valuable information on the on there. So he is saving the tyres quite a lot, interestingly. Yeah, so this is the state of Shadow's tyres from lap 3. And then Tyler can get mediums out, 6 laps on the mediums, perhaps. So there's some on the softs, some on the mediums. What's Ben going with? Perhaps he just wants to get the softs out of the way, and so I'm thinking more of a long run. So if I use the mediums to start off with, put on a set of softs, try and go for the fastest lap, something like that, and then see how I get on with the hards. But fuel's going to be a bit tight, so best of luck to everyone. Let's do this and get close to Shadow as much as possible. So what is tyres max on? I would assume he would be on the softs, no? So once those who are started on the softs will be coming in much earlier than planned, around lap 3 or 4, then therefore that's where we start to see the field spreading out a bit. Oh, crash around. So it looks like some people's soft tyres is starting to go. Ben's hit the wall. Shadows in the pits, getting rid of the softs. Oh, Hado gets it all wrong. And Max gets it wrong. Hello, I'm there, I'm there. Eggberg's feeling the tyre. Let's go. We're up a place. Max is on the softs. Welcome along, Bobby. Good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're well, my brother. So, for those who don't know Bobby Vegas, he has a channel for those who like to go and check him out, as he does open lobbies as well as some of the daily races, and some endurance races which he's been doing recently. So he's over at the United States for those who like to go and have a look at his content. So I've got 1.8 laps worth of fuel left with 20% left. So I just want to try and get another lap or two out of these. So therefore, I should be able to get to the end of this stint and pit for new tyres. The last thing we want is another episode of Fred Flintstone running down the pits. Just like that time when I've run out of fuel just before going into the pits at High Speed Ring in the feature. So I've got line bus all over me. So line bus is in. So we've got Shadow with her in second at the moment, whereas we've got, yeah, a 47-second gap between myself and Shadow, although I'm yet to pit. And we're in. So I could get to 15 minutes out of the mediums, maybe 17 or so, but so I've just managed to put in a set of softs. This is a very, very long entry to the pits. There we go. Sticky soft tyres. Appreciate that, Max. And then we push on. Fastest lap, we're going to Danny C in any moment. Let's go. Might try again once more, if the tyres will let me. Somebody tried to get into the pits, but that's okay. Line bus is coming in. Just look at what other people are doing and then go from there. Maybe I don't even need to use the medium to the hard compound tires. I just need to get the fuel together as well. So got 8 laps worth out. Here we go. Last stint. Longest wait to a pit stop in what feels like ages. So I got 6, 8. So if I did put 8 on, 8 laps, that should guarantee me it. And then we're coming in. We're coming in. Get 8.5 on, if it lets me. Only just. And he's done the undercut. Not undercut. He just passed me on the pits. Nice. Treat them tires gently. and then we push. Here we go. Might go for the overtake, might not. Try to put him off with his blind spot. Here we go. Up on the road is Shadow, my championship rival. Trying to minimise the damage that's been done in terms of points, having had a bad sprint race, and is certainly looking to try and make up some ground. And I'm leaving his dad. Sorry, Max. Because I'll be after your own son then. Yeah, just it looks like he's about to try and do the try and get to the end, well, on the set of sort of tires, just to try and get the fastest lapper, that sort of thing. Obviously, because he was on a different strategy, so. But my strategy so far has been like very much faultless from start to finish as it stands. But I've got Max all over me as well, so he's not giving up a fight. Nah, he's trying to keep within the slipstream. Obviously, I'm good with fuel, so I can push on. He's gonna push on, surely. Oh, scraped the wall a little bit there, but giving Max the upper hand. So I'm going to need to push on if I can. We have a warm front left. Two laps to go. Leave me to it. This is going to be close. Last lap battle. Holding on from the hard-charging racing veteran. And it looks like this could be it. Unless one of us makes a mistake. Around the final corner. Oh, just in the nick of time. And Danny C takes the win at Trial Mountain. Get in there, Danny! It's Danny C time, man. Let's go. Let's go. Another race win to my mind and a turning point for the championship. This win is dedicated to my mum. Thank you for everything, for what you've done for the family, Mum. We love you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mum. Happy birthday to you. Way. GG, everyone. So grab the replays if you want them. So line bus, where's line bus? Yeah, so got the replay saved, and yeah, so let's have a look at the results. So we've got myself taking the win on my mum's birthday. ahead of Max as he finished 1.2 seconds behind me. Line Bus in third, and we've got Audio Muted in fourth. Haydo in fifth. LFC Ben has to steal the fastest lap off me. Cheeky swine. I did everything I can to get the fastest lap, and then Ben just pinched it. Anyway, so Edberg finishes in seventh. I've got Drew in eighth, and Shadow. Oh, you had to. I've been getting reports that they've been having some issues with the pedals or something. I'm not too sure exactly, but but yeah. So more on that for when I get reached out with. Well done, Shadow, for the races. I'm very sorry to see what happened. Well, unless you were stuck at 80% throttle the whole race after lap one. Oh no, that's just cruel. That's the last thing that you want, even when you're in contention on fighting for the championship. Very sorry to see how your race meeting panned out. I feel for you, mate. It was looking like it was going to be an interesting battle, but it was just not meant to be. But hats off to your dad, Max, for giving me hell as he had to make my life more difficult. So, so thanks, GG to Skins. It's one or the other, Shadow, but I'm sure that you'll get that fixed in no time. So it's just a matter of time, innit? So according to my maths, I came in with a 16-point gap, and I've extended it to what is 9 points going into 27, something like that. And then, of course, obviously I've won the feature, then Shadow finished ninth, so making it like a 30-odd point deficit. So that's that, of course, the title is getting ever closer and closer. Yeah, GG's to you, mate. Yeah, I feel for you, mate. Just keep your head up and don't give up, because a lot could happen. And the last thing that we want, in this championship battle is a mechanical issue, whether it's somebody's controller or pedals or wheel, internet. Well, those are the factors about on what could possibly lead to end up with a situation that you don't want to be in with a mechanical issue, even when you're pushing for the championship. Then yeah, that's just so cruel. Motorsport is so cruel. So I just want to spare this moment to thank James for running the event. So for those who don't know, Mr. GB Codger Racing, he has a channel on YouTube as well as across the social media platforms, and so go and check out Jimmy Codger Racing on YouTube. So and he is the host of his British Touring Car Championship. So but yeah, so I've saved the replay already, so keep pressing it like multiple times. But so the championship is getting nearer and nearer. So I could get it decided for as early as next time out, wherever we're off to. And if Shadow ends up having another bad weekend, but don't want to get ahead of ourselves, because it could change. It could change a lot for sure. But yeah. So we're going to the garage to open the ticket. and then open some tickets there. Hey! I'm a millionaire! This has just made my night. Nice one. Nice one, game. Thank you. Okay. Well, at least I won the money anyway, although I got millions and millions of in-game credits. So it's a stroke up part of the Subaru Sedan WRX 2004. Okie dokie. So, I'd just like to spare a moment to say thank you very much to those of you who have been watching my my league racing championship, and welcome to the new subscribers. Obviously, we've got one who's just subscribed to me as well. Welcome along. So I really appreciate your time and efforts and your continuous support as always. And yeah, so the story of round 7, obviously, my championship rival's dad had to give me hell through from start to finish, and then so although I got pole position for the sprint, and I missed out on a race win by 33 thousandths of a second, just so I thought, if I could have just swing a little bit more to the left in the middle of the chicane and get a good exit also, then maybe, it's just the smallest, tiniest of margins when you go for some hard wheel-to-wheel racing and so on. And, yep. And so, obviously, came to the feature where I've started at the back row, what was it, like 13th at the time, something like that. And then, obviously, just really thought that, Shadow was about to go and try and minimize the damage that has been done, from having, not sure what happened exactly about for race 1, but obviously what I do know for race 2, after the first stop, that they've been having technical issues with the pedals, which, that's the last thing that you want to for sure. Having switched from the controller to the wheel, and then, so that's up to him for having a crack at the wheel once more, but then at the same time, it's just, you just never know that what could possibly happen, and then we don't want the worst to happen like that, even when you're in a contention for the championship, and I'm sure that he'll bounce back from that. But my driver of the day, in my opinion, goes to Max on his return to the series. Although he'd been racing my open lobbies as of recently, so it's been good. And reset my wheel and the pedal trouble has come back. Yeah, thank you, Max. Thank you. GG's to you as well. And as I was just mentioning as well, that you're my driver of the day on your return to the series, and still showing that you still got the edge in terms of all competing at the highest level, even when you're racing against your own son and so on. And well, like I said, that I'm sure he'll bounce back once the I'm sure that the Shadow will bounce back on the next one, but it's just giving the job even harder and harder, to try and catch me up for the championship. For looking like what is like a 30-odd point deficit between myself and Shadow. So no problem, Max. No problem. So I mentioned it on Jimmy's stream whilst I was flicking over screens and so on. But it's obviously at one stage I felt like I wasn't like as I was feeling a bit tight when I woke up, about just a bit under the weather. But then what I had to do was just take the precautions and to prioritize myself, and I'll be feeling much all fresher for the testing. And then so it's done myself proud about to overcome that hurdle. But it's getting closer to that time. In fact, it is the time when they get a bit more nice and warm, whatever the late daylights and so on, and it's just building up to what is going to be an interesting summer for sure, especially when you have the world of obviously many things, like the World Cup about approaching, etc., etc. And so although that we're really just like getting closer and closer to the championship. So having kept that 100% record going for finishing on the podium every time, no matter what part of the podium I stand on. So yeah, that's and what is it like? Well, trying to think of how many poles have I got in a row. So I've got 3 poles. So I've got pole in round 3, pole in round 4, pole in round 5, pole in round 6, and the pole in round 7. So I've got 5 magnificent 5 pole positions in a row, and that is all just on the sprint alone. Obviously, you take off the qualifying and the feature, obviously because it's all reverse order. So therefore, that you get yourself into the task and do the best job you can, and that's what you get, and that's what you can. So next time I'll be live is on Tuesday, and for those who are watching, we'll be running GR3s, started at between approximately 6:30 to 7 o'clock, running up till for as late as 10:30 in the UK, something like that. So obviously a little more something about what's to come from my side, and I'll provide you more details on what's next for my league racing adventures and so on as we go along. So thank you very much for watching, and once more, many happy returns to my mother. And yeah, so anybody liking the content and what I'm doing, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. I appreciate your time and efforts and your support as always. And other than that, it's another good day at the office. So consistency is key, and it's been my friend since race 1, of course. Obviously, what if things would have been much different if if you had Clay Jackson in the mix, and then obviously you had LSC Ben doing the full season without missing any of the events out, if you know what I mean. It's but yeah. So another flick on the stream, and yeah, Jimmy's finished a couple of minutes ago. So I'm gonna crack on with whatever I need to do now. So whatever you're up to for the weekend, look after yourselves and stay safe, and have a great evening, a great afternoon, a great morning wherever you are in the world. And from myself, Danny C, I'll see you in the next one on Tuesday for some GR3 sprint racing action. Have a good one, everyone, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye.